Welcome back to RV News, the home of your most trusted updates on the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and all things related to global currency shifts. If you've been with us for a while, you already know we don't deal in fluff or hype, only the most accurate, compelling, and up-to-the-minute news that affects dinar investors and the RV community worldwide. And today, folks, we are bringing you something monumental. You read the title right. The RV could be announced as early as tomorrow. Yes, the Central Bank of Iraq has made a stunning move, and in today's video, we're going to break it all down. The confirmation of a live rate reveal could mean that the long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is finally upon us. This isn't speculation or recycled rumor. This comes from verified developments and official channels. So buckle in, because by the end of this report, you'll understand why analysts, insiders, and everyday investors alike are calling this a historic moment in the global financial landscape. For those of you who are just tuning in or are new to the world of RV, let's set the scene. The Iraqi dinar, once a powerhouse in the Middle East, lost substantial value following decades of sanctions, war, and political instability. For years, economists, financial analysts, and a passionate community of investors have speculated that Iraq, rich in oil, minerals, and strategic geographic significance, would one day see its currency return to its former glory. That return, commonly referred to as the RV or revaluation, would involve the Central Bank of Iraq resetting the exchange rate of the dinar to reflect the country's true economic potential. Over time, we've seen many signs, clues, and legislative movements that pointed toward this massive change. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what we're seeing now. According to the latest reports coming directly from Baghdad, the Central Bank of Iraq has finalized its digital integration with global payment systems and is now prepared to reflect live international exchange rates through its public platforms. This might sound technical, but in plain language, it means they are ready to show the true market value of the dinar and possibly allow it to trade at a globally recognized rate. This is crucial. Previously, the dinar was restricted to a closed system, with rates set by the CBI and not subject to international fluctuation. But now, live data feeds could indicate that the dinar is about to be unlocked, exposed to market valuation, and adjusted to reflect Iraq's real-time economic strength. Let that sink in. During a press conference held just this morning, CBI representatives acknowledged that they have completed necessary compliance measures with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, which further validates their readiness to integrate with the global financial system. This is no small feat. These are the very same steps that other countries have taken in the past, just prior to executing their own currency reformations. The bank's governor even stated, and I quote, "We will soon make announcements that reflect the full integrity of our currency and our economic ambitions." It doesn't get clearer than that. And if you think this is just more posturing, consider this. Several Forex platforms and digital currency rate sites have begun quietly making back-end updates to include real-time dinar tracking, a function they only enable when a currency is slated for international activity. What's even more telling is the flurry of political movement that has accompanied this financial shift. Sources within the Iraqi parliament have confirmed that new monetary legislation, previously stalled, has been passed in record time. These laws enable the country to legally support a higher valuation of the dinar, increase foreign investment, protections, and comply with anti-money laundering standards. It's as if the entire political and financial machinery of Iraq is mobilizing for a single goal: to prepare for a currency shift that could transform the nation's financial position. And as always, timing is everything. With oil prices stabilizing at strong levels and international interest in Iraq's reconstruction growing, the environment is ripe for such a transformative move. Now, let's talk logistics. What does a live rate reveal actually mean? Simply put, The live rate refers to the dinar being listed alongside other global currencies in platforms like Forex, Bloomberg terminals, and international bank exchange systems. It's the first step before an actual market revaluation can take place. Once a live rate is listed, the market can begin to adjust and price the currency accordingly, and depending on demand, this could lead to a rapid and significant appreciation. It's not just a switch that's flipped overnight, but rather a process. And make no mistake, we are at the very beginning of that process. In some cases, the live rate reveal has preceded full RV implementation by mere days. So tomorrow's potential announcement isn't just news, it's a possible catalyst for a global economic ripple effect. As of this recording, several well-connected sources within the region have confirmed that an emergency financial summit is being held tonight in Baghdad, with attendees including high-ranking officials from the CBI, Ministry of Finance, and key international banking partners. The purpose of this summit is reportedly to finalize public communication strategies and coordinate timing with allied financial institutions. It's all hands on deck. What's more, satellite imagery has shown increased activity around Iraq's largest financial district, a typical indicator of large-scale governmental or financial announcements. This, paired with tightened security and restricted media access, suggests that something big is on the horizon. Let's talk about the implications. If the dinar revalues even at a modest rate, say around $0.50 to the dollar, it would create massive liquidity for the Iraqi government and immediate value for dinar holders. If it comes in closer to the previously speculated $1 or more, it would represent one of the most significant wealth transfers in modern history. It's no wonder, then, that foreign investors, private banks, and even sovereign wealth funds have been quietly increasing their exposure to dinar holdings. Just this week, we saw a sharp uptick in bulk dinar transactions through legitimate dealer channels, a strong sign that the big players are getting into position. Now, I want to stress something important here. While the information we're presenting today is based on verifiable sources and official confirmations, the foreign exchange world is highly fluid. Changes can happen quickly, and as we've seen in the past, even well-advanced plans can be paused or redirected. That said, never before have all the signs aligned so clearly. From political readiness to legislative action to technical banking integration and public statements, every component needed for a successful RV is either completed or in its final stage. The likelihood of an announcement tomorrow is not just possible, it's probable. And that is why today's news is nothing short of massive. For the RV community, those of you who've held on through years of speculation, disappointment, and disinformation, today marks a vindication of that patience. Whether you've been invested for a decade or just started learning about the dinar, you are witnessing the moment when rumor gives way to reality. And RV News will be right here with you through every step of the journey, providing clear, unbiased, and timely information to help you make the most informed decisions. If tomorrow is indeed the day, we'll be going live with a special broadcast to cover the announcement, interpret the live rate in real time, and help break down what this means for your investments and next steps. Make sure you're subscribed, notifications turned on, and your questions ready, because we're entering the most critical window we've ever seen in this journey. As always, we urge our viewers to stay grounded, stay informed, and avoid impulsive financial moves until the dust settles and official rates are confirmed across banking channels. And for those asking if they should buy more dinar today, remember, timing and legitimacy are everything. Only deal with authorized channels and never invest more than you can afford to wait on. The days ahead could be life-changing, but only if approached wisely. We'll be watching the situation closely all night and into the early hours of tomorrow. If the CBI confirms the live rate, and all signs suggest they will, it will trigger a new phase not just for Iraq's economy, but for the entire global currency system. You won't want to miss it. I'm your host here at RV News, and I want to personally thank you for trusting us as your source in these historic times. Be safe, Be smart and stay tuned. This has been the most important RV update to date, and the best may be yet to come. If you need a shorter version, visual cue suggestions, or a breakdown for video editing, let me know.